On the news tonight, President Bola Tinubu promises more positive, impactful programs and projects to better the lot of Nigerians. Renewed Hope Prayer Fellowship applauds President Tinubu on the appointment of Chairman Christian Pilgrims Commission. And Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited says no increase in petrol prices. A very good evening and thank you very much for joining us on the news at 7 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. I am Mariam Abubakar Kana. We begin with the presidency. President Bola Tinubu has again promised more positive, impactful programs and projects that will leave the glory of Nigeria brighter than he met the country. At Karsana, Abuja. Nationwide. Distant time. Road to their communities. Touchdown. Works on the 11 kilometers Yangoji Sukuku Evo Link Road by the FCT Minister Yesom Wiki.
This is an access road dance. It is day 4 of the ongoing territory-wide flag-off of the emergency construction and rehabilitation of rural routes across the 6 area councils of the FCT. The joy of the residents of Nyangoji community knows no bound with the epoch-making event.
Today, we are seeing the fulfillment of that promise because our minister, the president through our minister, has come to show you his presence. And this presence we show you today is going to last forever.
The time limit for the completion of this project has been set, with assurances from the FCT Minister Yesom Wiki, who was bestowed with the traditional title of Kawaron Kwali.
The President has directed, apart from this particular today that we are flagging off, I am lucky that the chairman did not put a lot of projects there. And so the one he has put in there, which Mr. President said, if he requests for anything, I should say, I must do it. So since you requested for the stadium and the railroad, go home and sleep with your 2 eyes closed.
The road project, when completed, will facilitate transportation of farm produce, goods and services within the predominantly farming communities.
We have talked about rural urban migration, and it is one of the areas I think we are trying to address.
The FCT minister had carried out similar exercises in Gwagwalada, Buari and Kujeria councils of the territory. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Moving on. The National Petroleum Company NNPC Limited is assuring the public that there is no imminent increase in the cost of premium motor spirits (PMS), commonly known as petrol. Is for an upward review of petrol price. The country. Nigeria The federal government to implement the 16-point agreement reached with organized labor on October 2nd, 2023. Signed by leadership of the unions wants the federal government to honor its part of the understanding within 14 days from tomorrow, 9th February 2024. Labor next. The arguments reached with the federal government to the unions was focused on addressing the massive suffering and the general socio-economic consequences by the hiking price of PMS and the valuation of the naira. The 2024 was closer. The desire to have to make part exercise cannot be overemphasized. The Association of Hajj and Umrah Operators of Nigeria, Abuja Zone annual elections. Hawagimba states that new leaders were elected for effective operation for the next 2 years.
The newly elected and returned president and chairman of the Association of Hajj and Umrah Operators of Nigeria, Alhaji Usman Ambusa, there in his acceptance speech, appreciated members of the association for believing in him, promising to give his best for the next 2 years.
Personally, I accepted this, and inshallah, I will continue from where we stopped. Inshallah. And to our new ESCOS members, I want to assure you and I want to tell you that it's no longer going to be business as usual.
He noted that the welfare of the customers who are intending pilgrims is of paramount importance. As such, the leadership will ensure proper engagement with the National Hajj Commission and relevant stakeholders for a fair deal for all concerned. Other positions filled include Mansur Isa as Secretary, Tijani Babagora, Treasurer, Welfare and Organizing Secretary, Habib Rabiu. Public Relations Office went to Adamu Abdullahi, Abuja Zone. The election was conducted under the leadership of Alhaji Mansur Suleiman Tahir, who was supported by Alhaji Abubakar Usman and Hajia Meida Usman Garba and members. The president, Alhaji Usman, assured members of a purposeful leadership. Hawagimba, NTA News.
The President Bola Tinubu administration has been recognized for its steadfastness in remaining on course in the renewed hope agenda for Nigeria. This is coming from the group Renewed Hope Prayer Fellowship in Abuja, who in a press conference are thanking Nigeria's president for the recent appointment of Bishop Stephen Adigbite as Executive Secretary, Nigerian Christian Pilgrims Commission. Charity Zaka reports.
A gathering of religious leaders interfacing with journalists on issues ranging from imparting positive values, moral acts of kindness, charity and attitudinal change to build a better society. It was also a forum to express gratitude to President Bola Tinubu for the recognition and subsequent appointment of His Lordship Bishop Stephen Adigbite as the fourth substantive Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Christian Pilgrims Commission.
We say to Mr. President, thank you for appointing a true man of God to head this very important commission that deals on an important aspect of the Christian faith.
The cleric assured of the credibility of the new executive secretary towards the delivery of his mandate.
I've seen a man that stands for the truth, a man that corrects the incorrect with love, and by all of us supporting him, standing with him in prayers and every other thing we can do to make him succeed, that Christianity in Nigeria will come to a greater height.
Bishop Adigbite is someone who is gifted. One of the gifts that the Bible has listed is the gift of administration. We can see that from how he has coordinated the CAN in Lagos State and all other associations that he has led, Christian associations that he has led. And we believe that NCPC will not be different.
They, however, are trusting that with all effort put together and with the federal government support, the commission will attain greater heights. Charity Zakka, NTA News.
Whenever one is confronted with a new beginning, there are certain places that God wants the individual to excel and progress in life. This can be central message of the 2024 first quarter Thanksgiving service, organized by the Organization of African Instituted Churches, OAIC in Abuja. William George Jitubo has the details.
The 2024 first quarter Thanksgiving service had participants from all the states of the Federation who are here to promote love and unity in the body of Christ in line with laid down principles of Christian faith. Speaking on the theme of the event, a new season of God's providence, His Eminence Elder Isaac Imo urges members of the Organization of African Instituted Churches, OAIC, to set new goals and visions because God will give them the grace to pursue them.
God, who is interested in the business of new things, is promising to open a new chapter for us. A new chapter for us to be able to appreciate Him. A new chapter that comes with new demands. A new chapter that comes with us setting new goals and new vision and new aspirations.
Organization of African Instituted Churches is an organization that comprises of all the churches being founded by Africans that are doing things in the way of Africans, worshiping God the way of Africans. That's the essence of it.
Some members harp on the need to come to God in thanksgiving, no matter the situation.
The Bible enjoined us to do so. It says, in all situations, give thanks to God. God is moved by thanksgiving instead of by complaints.
The creation of man is not made by man, it's made by God. And everything has to turn back to the God because the creator of heaven and earth. And the book of life said that what in everything you do, you must always give thanks to God. Because that's what God requires from you. There's something you have, you can give it to God. Instead, you give it thanks and praises.
There were special prayers for Nigeria, Christian Association of Nigeria, OAIC, and member churches of the organization. In Abuja, Mariam George, Jitubo, NTA News.
Malama, Allah ki bani katin bulo na 1000. Na 1000? Tam. To shikenan yanzu nan zaka ga alert. Me yake damun ka me aka maka kake wannan ihun malam ba dole in ihu ba wannan malamar ce na ce ta bani katin gulo na 1000 ta ce ta sa min katin 10,000 ta ya zan iya biyan wannan ai garaba sa gulo take yi idan ka saka 1000 za su rubanya maka shi domin ya koma 10,000 shine muke kira 10 times airtime bonus amma ko abun na kai mamaki abokina ka kwanta da hankalinka kaga wannan 10,000 gulo ne ta baka kyauta that what me say na 10 times awu we gulo give you 10 times
Kwarai kuwa kai ma za ka iya samun 10 times airtime bonus idan ka sai kati a layin Glo ɗinka. Sai sabon layin Glo.
Glad to have you back. The FCT's City Library celebrates World Read Aloud Day. Director FCT ERC Hajia Nimat Abdurrahim says the initiative is aimed at fostering a culture of reading and sharing literary works across the nation. Hadiza Godwin Ebuni, who was at the event, reports that students were drawn from FCT schools to read aloud to each other for learning purpose.
Some parties like
Research has shown that reading aloud to young students can increase their vocabulary, listening skills, and their ability to recognize words. The reason Director FCT Education Resource Center Hajia Nimat Abdurrahim says promoting of reading culture cannot be overemphasized as it promotes inclusiveness, togetherness, peace, and unity.
Reading aloud will bring about unity because it's about connecting communities. It's about connecting age group. and adults from different environment, from different culture. That way, it brings about unity. I could see the students already connecting. They are asking each other, oh, are you Igala? This say story about Igala, I need to know more. When I read aloud, especially when I read about the culture of other people, there is a way I get it better other than being part of our cultural environments.
Mohammed from FCT School for the Blind wants to read aloud to a large audience through newscasting.
I was very happy when I was reading, and my fellow students were together with me when I was reading.
Other students say the advocacy to read aloud is a good initiative that has given them a better understanding of contemporary issues since inception in 2010.
After I read it, I understood some parts of this, I understood some lessons, I got to understand a lot of things.
Organizers say the theme of World Read Aloud Day 2024, discovering a social emotional lifeline through reading, is all encompassing. Hadiza Godwin Ebuni, NTA News.
After serving the FCT Emergency Management Agency from 2013 to 2023, many say his impact in the agency cannot be quantified. At the send-forth ceremony in honor of the pioneer Director General of the agency, Dr. Garba Abbas Idris, staff showered accolades for one they describe as a hardworking boss. Kama Kama reports.
I'm here today to bring you a heartwarming account of the sent-forth ceremony at the Nafiu Arcade and Water Park in Use Zone 7, Abuja, for Dr. Garuba Abbas Idris, the esteemed pioneer Director General of the Federal Capital Territory Emergency Management Agency. The atmosphere was filled with nostalgia and gratitude as colleagues, stakeholders, friends, and family gathered at this center to celebrate Dr. Abbas' illustrious tenure and remarkable contribution to emergency management in Nigeria's federal capital. A compelling documentary showcased the agency's tireless efforts in managing emergencies and fostering resilience within the Federal Capital Territory.
Today, we are proud to say that we are one of the best state emergency management agencies.
Goodwill messages poured in from NTA stakeholders and loved ones, lauding Dr. Abbas as a mentor, coach, and visionary leader. Prayers were offered to his continued success in his future endeavors.
Partner in what FEMA does will continue to provide that support.
He has been able to establish a good structure, a reliable structure, well-experienced staff, and he has left a void that is not going to be easy to fill.
Dr. Garba Abbas Idris, I will describe him to be somebody who is a workaholic, who is never tired of working. He can work from morning till night without getting tired.
Certificates and awards were given to outstanding performance.
I feel fulfilled in the sense that I'm going to be independent, and also I'll be out of pressure from all the angles. If you know me, a few months back, I was too lean, I was not eating well, but now I've been feeding well.
As the sun sets on this memorable day, the sent-forth ceremony of Dr. Garuba Abbas Idris stood as a testament to his legacy of exemplary leadership and the enduring impact he has made on the Federal Capital Territory emergency management. Kama Kama, NTA News.
Moving on, what attracts people to a market is availability and affordability of goods and services. Masaka Market in Karu local government area of Nasarawa state has this dual criteria. In this report, Blessing Danfulani explores reasons why many people, including FCT residents, patronize the market.
The proximity of Karu local government area of Nasarawa state to the federal capital territory has necessitated some FCT workers to take shelter in satellite towns of Karu, Masaka inclusive, due to high cost of living in the nation's capital. Although the original inhabitants of Masaka are the Bagis, majority of the settlers in Masaka are people from different parts of the country. Masaka Market is a popular destination for buying and selling of goods, especially foodstuffs, due to their availability and affordability, as people from within and outside Nasarawa state, including the FCT, throng there to transact businesses. Management of the market, as well as some traders, speak on reasons why the market enjoys good patronage.
Masaka Market has been a connection between Abuja and Nasarawa state. We do have much customers that used to enter Abuja and came back. But mostly in the evening when they are coming back, they would like to drop and pick some things with us here. They believe here is more cheaper than Abuja because of the way Abuja is. Most of the things are expensive.
Things are very cheap this place. People come from everywhere to buy, especially food, because the farmers, people who produce goods, produce food, normally come here to sell them.
I have customers that come from Abuja, from different places to buy. I'm appealing to government to look into it to see how they can bring the price of goods down.
So I have people from Apo, Duse, that used to come here and buy food stuff from Masaka markets. So the reason why they used to come from Abuja to here is that they think or they talk that things here is cheaper.
FCT residents who patronize the market attribute the relative cheapness of foodstuffs as their motivating factor.
Masaka market is once a week, and people bring goods from villages, and it's cheaper.
Masaka market, things are a bit cheaper than inside Abuja market. That's why I always come here every Friday to do shopping. I also have varieties of things here that you can make your choice.
Well, some people from Masaka troop into Abuja on a daily basis in search for livelihood. Some residents of Abuja also come to Masaka market every Friday to buy foodstuffs. Call it a symbiotic relationship and you will not be wrong. According to them, foodstuffs in Masaka market are far cheaper than Abuja. That is why they troop into this market to get their foodstuffs.
Hunger is no respecter of anybody. That is why both the buyers and sellers are longing for the day when foodstuffs will be cheaper and more affordable to the populace. From Masaka Karu local government area of Nasarawa state, Blessing Danfulani, NTA News.
Talking sports now. Super Eagles have qualified for the final of the 2023 AFCON Cup of Nations, the first time since 2013. The Nigerian national football team beat South Africa's Bafana Bafana in a thrilling semi-final in Bouake. The report.
Super Eagles of Nigeria in another history-making of the Africa Cup of Nations are through to the final of the 34th edition of the tournament in Cote d'Ivoire after a 4-2 penalty victory over the Bafana Bafana of South Africa. This came after an action-packed 1-1 scoreline battle for 120 minutes of extra time at the Stade de la Paix Stadium in Bouake on Wednesday. Nigeria's goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali starred with great moments of saves that counted for the day's victory.
Penalty shootout. Williams cannot make the save as Murphy goes centrally. Save by Nwabali from the penalty mark against Nwabali. Nwabali saved again. Scorer for Nigeria and Leicester City's Foxes from a couple of steps away against Williams. Saves
The Super Eagles, who will be playing India 8 AFCON final, will take on host Cote d'Ivoire on Sunday night at the 60,000 capacity State Olympique Alassane Ouattara in Ebimpe. The Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire booked their place in the final after a narrow 1-0 win over DR Congo in the second semi-final match. With Sports Brief, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
Congratulations to the Super Eagles. Hope they bring the cup on Sunday home. Thank you very much for watching the news at 7 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Good evening.